Alright, so our world champion are yet to win a game in their last 4 matches. And this weekend they'll be playing against an informed Everton. So what do you think is going to happen in that match?
Oh, it's an interesting one because if you look at the facts, right now doesn't favor Everton going to Chelsea because in their last 30 games, Chelsea have not lost to Everton. So that's one of the longest unbeaten run they have against the side. I think they've played 17, they've won 17, they've drawn 13. So that shows you how efficient they've been against Everton. But then let's not forget Everton themselves. Out of the last 5, they've won 4, and they've kept a clean sheet in the last 4. So that shows how good they've been as well. I think in their last 2 or 3 away matches, they've won their last 2 away matches as well. So that shows how good Everton they've been. Likes of Iliman Ndiaye, likes of Kenan Drewsbury,
likes of is in form.
Likes of Jack Grealish as well. I think right now Tieno Barry is also scoring too. I think he scored a goal in their last match. So I think right now it's all about how Everton can actually go to Chelsea and actually score because I think that's one of the things they've not been able to do against Chelsea. Score. And let's not forget their last meeting against Chelsea, they lost 6 goals to 0.
Yes.
So it shows you how good Chelsea know how good Chelsea are against Everton.
This team.
So I think for Chelsea, they need to get their winning boots on. They need to get their scoring boots on. If João Pedro plays, will he be able to give a maximum performance? I think right now they need Cole Palmer to be at 100.
I think Cole Palmer was actually rested against Atlanta just because of this match.
Yeah, they need Cole Palmer to be at 100.
Yes.
Against in the Premier League as well and in Champions League. But right now we are playing the Premier League. They need to be at 100. They need Pedro Neto. They need Enzo to be more consistent than he is right now. Because if you look at Enzo against Atlanta, he didn't do anything.
Even Caicedo had an average rating of 6.9.
So I think they need to start being consistent. And what better team to face than an informed Everton side who are right now in the top 6 or top 7 in the Premier League.
Yes.
Let's not forget where Everton were coming from before David Moyes took over. He's taken over, he has transformed that side, and right now Everton are playing, I won't say they're playing good football, but right now they are playing ball. They are scoring goals often, they are winning games, they are keeping clean sheets, and they are enjoying their football right now.
Yes.
And the midfield, I think they will be having Iliman Ndiaye, they'll be having Idrissa Gueye back as well.
Yes.
So that's a good one for Everton. And let's not forget they've got Mikolenko in defense. They've got players in defense as well that can hurt Chelsea.
Michael Keane, Tarkowski.
So for Chelsea, they just need the fact. I think right now Fofana is a little bit doubtful for the game. Yes. So will you be a centre back pairing of Tosin and Chalobah again, or will Badashile come in to pair Chalobah? Right now,
how about this young lad Achimpong?
I don't think Maresca trusts Achimpong. I don't think Maresca trusts him.
He's the one that even introduced the guy, and whenever the guy is being used, the guy has been performing.
Yeah, it's a different when you are winning games and you are not under pressure to actually get results. Right now, they are not winning, and they are under pressure to get results. I don't think he wants to test an Achimpong in defense. Knowing fully well, he's not tested enough in the Premier League. Yeah, he played against Nottingham Forest, got a goal, but then he is still a youngster. They need players that are experienced players that can actually keep their head, that have been through this kind of that have been through this position before, that have been through this situation before. And Chalobah, they need experience in defense, experienced head in defense. Chalobah is there, is experienced as well.
Yeah.
I think Badashile, Tosin, these are experienced players as well. And I think let's not forget against Atlanta, defensively, Chelsea. When it comes to conceding the second goal against Atlanta, the way they were backing off, they shouldn't do that. I think Cucurella should know better. He has played against different strikers, different wingers. He should know better than backing off when it comes in that kind of situation. I think they should cut out these defensive mistakes that they sometimes make in defense when it comes to Chelsea. And in attack, they need to start scoring goals as well. The attackers need to start scoring goals, and if they can score goals, I think if they can outscore Everton, they should be able to get out 3 points.
So, what's your prediction?
I'll go with Chelsea 2-1 win.
Okay. I'm seeing Chelsea win that game too, actually, because a lot of pressure is on them, and I think adrenaline will come in. So, and with the lack of Kopama coming back to the team, and Estavio is still there, the likes of Predator are still there. All right, so now let's talk about Liverpool, a defending champion, against Brighton and Hove Albion. That would be an interesting match because we know Brighton does not defend against anything.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah. Brighton lost their last game against Aston Villa.
Yes.
They were 2-0 up. Then they lost. Was it Aston Villa?
No. Aston Villa played against Arsenal.
Aston Villa. I think they drew their last game. I'm not really sure right now. But then right now Brighton are not really informed like they were last season.
Yes.
And they were playing against the Liverpool side that concede goals. The Liverpool concede goals actually, and when it comes to scoring goals, like they are scoring all that. They've scored, I think, say 5 or 6 in their last 3. That's a good return. So we also know that Brighton and Hove Albion concede goals too as well. I think it's more about two teams that like that like being open.
Yes.
And it's all about who is going to keep the defense tighter more. And we also saw that against Inter Milan, where Liverpool were able to keep their defense tight, and we didn't be able to do that against Brighton and Hove Albion, and that's a huge one. With the likes of Van Dijk and Konate be able to keep the defense short, no mistake, because we all know Van Dijk this season and Konate this season, they've been below par.
Yes.
They've not really been up to their maximum that we know them.
But do you think the Liverpool defense will be so tested in that match?
Well, if you look at Brighton, they won their last match again. They won their last match. I've forgotten the team they played with right now. If you look at Brighton and Hove Albion, they've got players, but then you can't really say these players they should be able to give Liverpool defense problem on a normal day. But then this is a Liverpool defense that not really that they are mistake prone right now. They concede goals a lot, and will it be Robertson starting? Will it be Keke starting? We don't know. Well, one thing is sure is that Van Dijk and Konate will be centre back pairing. Now, can they shut down the likes of Welbeck? Can they shut down the likes of Jorginho Ruta? Can they shut out the likes of Minty? It's an huge one.
So, who are you seeing in Liverpool forward in this match? Are you probably, because let's agree that probably Mohamed Salah won't be used again. So are you seeing a Florian Wirtz, Godigapo, Isaac, or Ekitike? Who do you suggest he use, and why are you sticking to those guys you are suggesting?
For me, I think everything is up to Ancelot, because if you look at the last match against Leeds United, Isaac didn't start.
Yes.
He started Ekitike.
Ekitike gave us 2 goals.
He scored 2 goals. Even though they eventually played 3-3. Yeah. Now they went to Inter Milan. Isaac and Ekitike started the match.
Yes.
That shows you he's not consistent with a particular 11. He's kind of changing his 11 to actually suit, to actually get results. And I think that's what he's going to do. Isaac might not start. Ekitike might not start, can be Isaac starting. Isaac might not start, can be Ekitike starting. Ekitike might not start, can be Isaac starting. I just feel it's up to Ancelot to know who he wants to start and which players. I think the era of him favoring a player because he's a star player, I think he wants to cut down.
Yes.
I think he needs result now. Now right now he's under pressure. He's kind of showing he's under pressure, and he's doing everything he can to actually get the results that he needs, and that's kind of showing in the starting 11 he's making right now.
Are you seeing any change in the midfield? Because I noticed against Inter Milan, he created an overload in the midfield, introducing Curtis Jones and with the likes of the trio he's been using, which are Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai. So he also introduced Curtis Jones and created a kind of overload in the midfield against Inter Milan. Are you seeing him coming with that kind of approach to in that game?
Well, if you look at Brighton and Hove Albion, Brighton they're a team that they are always attacking minded, and they want to attack. And I think a lot of people have been clamoring for Curtis Jones to actually come into the Liverpool side, and he did that against Inter Milan. Well, Curtis Jones, I think is Curtis Jones the answer to the problem? Well, no one knows. But we all know McAllister is having a not so good season, and I think he's brought in Curtis Jones, and we saw what Curtis Jones did against Inter Milan. Now, will he stick with Curtis Jones in the midfield? But then, if he sticks with Curtis Jones, the thing about Curtis Jones is that he's not a consistent player. Curtis Jones might give you 3 games on a stretch where he's playing very well, and then he can go 5 games where it's nothing to write home about. That's Curtis Jones for you. He's not a consistent player.
Yes.
I think right now, what they need right now is consistency. And will he stick? I think the thing is that just stick with your winning team.
Yeah, that matters.
Stick with the team that won you the game.
Yes.
At Inter Milan. First of all, be solid defensively.
Oh, so if he's going to stick with the team that won the game against Inter Milan, so you mean Gakpo can be benched?
Well, it's all about. It's all about. Look, the thing about Gakpo is that Gakpo is a good player on a normal day, but then Gakpo sometimes during games he misses a lot of chances.
Yeah.
He misses a lot of chances.
And it can be selfish at times.
Yeah, it can be selfish at times, and that's not what they need right now. They need players that can take their chances. They need players to take their chances. They need players that can actually contribute defensively and attacking wise as well. So I think you probably want to stick with the team that won against away to Inter Milan. But then it's Ancelotti. He needs the results. The Premier League is different from Champions League. They're playing a Brighton side that they know they are very, very attacking minded. Yeah. So you might want to bring in a whole new dynamics entirely. So I just feel it's up to Ancelotti to actually decide who starts and who sits on the bench.
So what's your prediction?
It's at Anfield. I'm going with a Brighton to lose, Liverpool
to win
2-1.
Okay, I'm also going with I think a 3-1 in favor of Liverpool. Alright, so let's talk about the head of the table, the Romares of the Premier League.
The elephants in the room.
The Odogu Ale of all Europe, head of the table in the league, head of the table in the Champions League, the Vladimir Putin of all Europe, the Mikel Arteta FC, the Gunners. Alright, so now Arsenal against Wolves. We know that Arsenal has been having a lot of injury problems at the back line, and though they are having more options in the attack. So now let's see. Now, during the Champions League against Club Brugge, you introduced Christian Nørgaard as a centre back, so that the likes of, because we didn't see Jordan Timber, no Declan Rice, and the likes. So what are you suggesting coming up against a physical team like Wolves?
Well, for Wolverhampton Wanderers, I think it's kind of sure that they will get relegated. I think they're playing like a championship team. I won't lie, because if you look at the players they have, apart from Gomez, who is their midfielder right now, and also Strand Larsen, who's their attacker, I don't think they have any other player that is worthwhile.
Toru Alukudari.
I mean, with all due respect to Tolu, I mean, he shouldn't have made that move to Wolverhampton Wanderers. I mean, if you have a team that is having Chirewa as a player, having Chirewa, having Bellegarde, if you look at that, they don't look like a team that is ready for Premier League. It look like a team that they are just forming up, and they just formed the team and just told them, go and play Premier League football. I mean, this should be a straightforward win for Arsenal. But then, if you look at Arsenal, I think with the injuries they've had, I think one thing is that Mikel Arteta has managed this team very well. Apart from the blip they had against Aston Villa, I think if they come up against Wolverhampton Wanderers 10 out of 10, they'll beat them.
Wow.
Yes.
Alright, so now let's talk about Arsenal forward, because I think there are a lot of options over there currently. Eze is available, Martinelli is available, Madueke is available, Bukayo Saka is available on the right wing, and Eze and Odegaard too in the central attacking midfield role. So who would you suggest, if you are in Mikel Arteta's position, who would you introduce for that match? And also, let's not forget that on the attacking side we have Gyökeres, we have Gabriel Jesus, we have Mikel Merino, and as a matter of fact, Gabriel Jesus that just came in after 332 days played just 30 minutes against Club Brugge and had more touches and impact in that game. So with all these available options in the attack for Mikel Arteta, who would you suggest he used against Wolves?
For Mikel Arteta, I think you might want to take the Wolverhampton Wanderers game a little bit serious more, because we all know it's Arteta. He likes even games that, and even teams that don't really pose a threat. He kind of take that match seriously. But then feels like Arsenal went to sacrifice their defenders for their strikers to come back.
If that's what it takes now.
But then I think one thing is, let's not forget, Gabriel Jesus is coming back. He's just coming back from injury.
Yes.
I don't think he wants to risk him that much. So I think he wants to be bringing him in bit by bit. I think Gabriel Jesus kind of fits the way he plays. Kind of frees up the Chelsea's Arsenal's attackers. I think he does more. He gets more of an impact than Gyökeres right now. I think right now we have more of an impact than Gyökeres. That's not to say Gyökeres is not
good.
He's not good. He's a fantastic footballer. But right now, I just feel he'll get more goals. Right now, Jesus will get more goals than Gyökeres. I think for Gyökeres, I don't think he needs to start start scoring goals. I think it's all about, if he can get one goal, he would start scoring goals more. I think that's all he needs. He just needs one goal to actually ignite that fierce, that Gyökeres that we know from Sporting Lisbon.
On the outside of it, I don't think Arteta needs to rush Gabriel Jesus.
I don't think he wants to rush.
Coming after a long period of injury like that, I think he will still want to be resting him and introducing him once in a while. So
actually.
So we may still be seeing either Gyökeres or Mikel Merino.
But definitely, I think he will start Gyökeres against the Wolverhampton Wanderers, and that's the best time for Gyökeres to actually get his goal again as well.
Yeah, but Wolves have physically strong defenders in the like of Toti Gomez, Agbadu, and whoever they are going to use as a support to those two.
Yeah, I think that was weird. Likes of Saka, Martinelli, whoever plays on the wings coming, because those are the players that will actually run, that will actually free down. Gyökeres is free of space for them to run in behind. And I think for Gyökeres, I think that's what he likes doing best. Likes freeing up space for people to run in behind, and the likes of Saka and probably Martinelli or Trossard would enjoy him.
Alright, so what's your prediction for that match?
I'm giving it Arsenal 3 goals to nil win.
3 goals to nil. So it means you are also predicting that Gyökeres is gonna score.
It's against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Will you score? Let's see. It's
just because Manchester United have a convenient win, an easy win against Wolverhampton, doesn't mean every team can get an easy win. No.
I mean, against United, that was the first time they've scored in 5 matches. They've not scored in 5 matches. So, I mean, if a team that has not scored in 5 matches scored against United, I don't think they can pose Arsenal any trouble this season.
But Manchester United scored 4 goals.
That shows you how bad Wolverhampton Wanderers are.
Alright, let's talk about Manchester City against Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park.
That's an interesting one, because right now, Palace, after they lost to United at Selhurst Park, I think they won their last game. And they'll be playing against Manchester City. They've kind of been a boogie team against City for a very, very long time. And they've been causing City a lot of problems. And right now, back then was a Crystal Palace that was kind of mid-table team. Right now, it feels like they are becoming more of a top 7, top 8 team right now.
Yes.
So I think, and they are playing against Manchester City, who right now are scoring goals, but though they are conceding. So it kind of shows you that what we know is that the goals will be in this game. Goals from both sides will be in this game. And I think for Manchester City, they will need their players to their defense to be tighter than it was few games back against Fulham as well. And let's not forget, Crystal Palace have Mateta, who is very good goal scorer.
Yes. But I think Ismail Assar is still injured.
Yeah, Ismail Assar is still injured. They have Mateta, who is a very good goal scorer. I think they'll be wary of Philip Mateta. And for Manchester City, I just feel Haaland, though he has not really scored much goals last few games, I just feel he'll have a good game against Crystal Palace. But then I don't see Manchester City edging this at the end of the day. 2 goals to nil win.
Wow, 2 goals to nil for Manchester City at the Selhurst Park.
I'm going with 2 goals to nil.
Wow, that's brave. That's brave. All right, let's talk about the team you're repping, Snapdragon, Manchester United FC. They were playing against Bournemouth. Wow, I think that's
That's
going to be
Old
an
Trafford. So
interesting game.
United should be winning unless Amorim decides to, I don't know.
Though Bournemouth are not in a good form this season, but it doesn't cast them out. They played a draw against Chelsea. Even they scored a goal that was disallowed. The likes of Semenyo,
Right now, Brighton, Bournemouth are kind of in their transition era. I think they sold a lot of good players, and now they've brought them to replace them. And I think they are the replacement right now. I think they still need more time.
Yes.
Likes of Krupi, Evan Nielsen. They've gotten Kluivert, and they've gotten Hadley as well. So I think right now the players right now kind of still needs time to gel. They have Semenyo as well. They sold Dango Ouattara to Brentford, and for Manchester United, I just feel they're playing against the Bournemouth side that they've caused them trouble over the years. Last 2 years, I think they found it difficult to beat Bournemouth.
Yes.
Even at Old Trafford, we all know this game is going to be at Old Trafford. And you look at their last game against West Ham United at Old Trafford, they were leading and they conspired to actually lose. The last 2 games at Old Trafford, to actually draw rather. Last 2 games at Old Trafford, they lost 1, they drew 1. So it shows you they've not won their last 2 games at Old Trafford. They scored just 1 goal, conceded just 2 goals, and one of that it was against 10 men Everton.
Yes.
It shows you how
porous they can be.
Yeah, and how inconsistent they can be as well. But then I don't think people are actually noticing because they are in the top 6, top 5 right now. People are not really noticing how inconsistent United can be. I think that's why they're not really saying much. And I think if playing against a Bournemouth side that they've not really been like the Bournemouth of last season, if they eventually lose at Old Trafford, much of the talk will be on Amorim again.
Alright, so what's your prediction?
For United Bournemouth, I'm going with the United 2-1 win.
2-0?
2-1.
Okay, 2-1.
2-1. Yeah, 2-1.
Okay. Tell us in the comment section what's your prediction for the weekend games. Arsenal will be playing against Wolves. Chelsea will be playing against Everton. Manchester City against Crystal Palace. Manchester United against Bournemouth. Tell us what you think. What's your prediction for those games?